Johann Sebastian Bach wrote hundreds of cantatas during his time. He was a Baroque composer and a church musician, and I love him for those reasons because he was not only a consummate professional musician, but he had a heart for music and ministry through his music. He was appointed music director of the church in Leipzig, Germany, and that was his longest stint as music director, and he wrote hundreds of cantatas during that time. This chorale melody is from one of his many cantatas that he wrote, and it's BWV 182, Himmelskönig sei willkommen, which translates to Heaven's King, we welcome you. Jesu, Deine Passion is the name of the Bach chorale that the Promise will be singing. It translates loosely to Jesus, your passion for me is pure joy. So it's a chorale that was written to be performed around the time of the Passion story, which is the death of Christ. And the words, although we're singing them in German, the words translate to something along the lines of, for me, the Passion, your story, the Passion story is pure joy. And when I remember the crown, the scorn, the thorns, all of the things that you had to go through to die for me, my heart has pure joy when I realise that you've done that for me, and that when you go to heaven, you prepare a place for me. And my soul, that the German poetry talks about it being my soul upon roses walks when I remember that you've done this for me. So it's a really beautiful text and a beautiful chorale that goes with it. We performed this chorale as part of the Bach cantata. I'm completing a Doctor of Musical Arts in conducting at the moment, and this cantata formed my first lecture recital performance as part of my doctoral studies. And this particular chorale was a piece that we studied in class with musicianship, and also in the Promise the Ensemble. They really enjoyed singing it, and it stands alone really as a beautiful chorale melody. Lutheran chorales are our equivalent of hymns, if you like, and so during Bach's time, the congregation probably would have sung at least the melody line of this chorale in a service where it was part of. And that tradition still continues through all of his cantatas as well. So it was quite fitting that we would take this chorale and lift it out of the cantata and perform it as a standalone piece, or a hymn, if you like, in our world today.